A thread by Brian Cates. Until Flynn is free, I will be re-upping all my columns on this case. Starting with this one from the Epoch Times, notes prove Obama, Biden involved in investigation of Flynn. The Spygate scandal continues to grow at an exponential pace. Without making it publicly known, Attorney General William Barr, in early January, appointed U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Missouri, Jeffrey Jensen, to go to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Washington and conduct a secret investigation of both the FBI's Crossfire Hurricane Team and the Mueller Special Counsel Office's handling of the case against President Donald Trump's former National Security Advisor, Michael T. Flynn. As I have spent more than 2 years documenting here at the Epoch Times, the Flynn case is one of the strangest, most heartbreaking, most puzzling, and most infuriating cases the DOJ has ever handled. It was on April 24th that Jensen suddenly appeared in the district court for the District of Columbia to change history by handing off some sealed documents to the defense team for Flynn, a retired three-star Army general. Describing what Jensen found as explosive is a vast understatement. The unsealed documents blew the Flynn case open and exposed what can only be described as an organized criminal plot by top FBI officials to target and frame an innocent man they knew had committed no crime. Before Jensen's sudden appearance in the Flynn case, the media thought that they had the full story on the Spygate scandal and of Flynn's case, written in stone. To hear DNC Media Complex tell it, Spygate was nothing more than a wacky conspiracy theory to deflect public attention from the very serious Russian collusion crimes that allegedly involved Trump and his close associates. The history, as written by the media, went on to state that Flynn was a traitor to his country who'd been caught lying to FBI agents and was convicted forevermore of the crime of making false statements, and he deserved to go to jail. But the mainstream media's history was wrong. It's no longer a wacky conspiracy theory that both the FBI's Crossfire Hurricane Team and Mueller's Special Counsel Office were withholding exculpatory evidence in the Flynn case. It's now been proven and documented. Jensen has surfaced again, this time leaving FBI headquarters, where he has been investigating for the past several weeks to give more sealed documentary evidence to the Flynn defense team. When the new documents were unsealed, they revealed a bombshell. Both President Barack Obama and Vice President Joe Biden were directly involved in the FBI's investigation of Flynn, President-elect Trump's incoming national security advisor. Peter Strzok, who was the former FBI agent in charge of counterintelligence probe of the Trump campaign, was fired by the Bureau after his text messages with FBI attorney Lisa Page were discovered. His handwritten notes reveal that it appears to have been Biden himself who brought up the idea of using the Logan Act as the pretext to target Flynn for the subsequent bogus investigation that followed. The major issue raised by the revelation of Strzok's notes is that both Obama and Biden have stridently insisted many times they took no role in any FBI investigation. These notes now clearly demonstrate that both men have been misleading. And of course, Chillam's pinned tweet, "I do not talk to the Attorney General about pending investigations. I do not talk to FBI directors about pending investigations. I guarantee there is no political influence in any investigation conducted by the Justice Department or the FBI. I guarantee it." And there's your gift that goes with it. For the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee to suddenly find himself in the middle of the growing Spygate scandal and the fake investigation to frame Flynn is a huge plot twist for the 2020 election. Of course, you don't hear much about this because the media ignores it. The next step in Spygate would be to reveal who leaked the Washington Post in order to hang a target on Flynn's back for violating the Logan Act, a 1799 law that forbids private citizens from engaging in unauthorized correspondence with foreign governments. CBS News reporter Catherine Herridge reported on Grassley's recent letter to the Pentagon's Office of Net Assessment, ONA, asking for any information regarding anyone at the ONA office having disclosed anything about the Flynn-Kislyak phone calls to the news media. Grassley also is demanding to know at what point the ONA became aware that one of its contractors, Cambridge professor Stephen Halper, was directly involved in the FBI's Crossfire Hurricane counterintelligence investigation of the Trump campaign. What a difference 2 months can make. In mid-April, Flynn likely was headed for prison, with the Mueller prosecutors angrily accusing him of having breached his plea deal. The same day, that first batch of exculpatory evidence was unsealed in late April. Lead Mueller prosecutor Brandon Van Grack quickly resigned from the case and hasn't been seen since. Of course, we have here Brian Cates' meme. What do you think, Bill? You think they saw it coming? Not a chance, Mr. President. And these are the Mueller team scumbags, the worst one among them, of course, being the terrorist Andrew Weissman. Now, Flynn has been completely vindicated, while the Crossfire Hurricane team and the Mueller Special Counsel's office have been revealed to be incredibly corrupt. Imagine that. In trying to get Flynn by framing him for a fake crime, more than a dozen corrupt and power-drunk former government officials have left themselves open to massive criminal liability. Flynn is going to walk away a free man, but they won't. Hashtag until Flynn is free.